Are you over these side hustle videos on how you can make an extra $500 a month? Then the next video comes out a week later. You can make an extra $800 a month.
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
Then the next video, the same video, comes out a week later. You can make an extra $1,000 a month. Let me just tell y'all something. I have tried most of the side hustles because I am a freelancer and I often have downtime. So I need to figure out, let me see how I can make some more money to supplement my income when it's not really working in the freelance world. So the number one side hustle that people tend to recommend is freelancing. I've been freelancing since 2007 or so. On and off, I've had a permanent job here or there, but ultimately I have made a living freelancing. And by making a living, the thing with freelancing is you never know what you're gonna make each year. You just don't. I'm a graphic designer, art director, graphic designer, and there's so many people out there being graphic designers and art directors and creative directors that there's so much competition. But that's not to say that you can't make money being a freelancer. It's really about who you know and who you're connected to. You can get connected to different, if you're an art director, a graphic designer, or a creative, you can get connected to different staffing companies that place freelancers. But let me just let you know this: those staffing companies are going to take a huge chunk of your potential money. Just so you know, it's usually a 40% cut of your money that you could get on your own. So if you're connected to people in agencies or creative departments and different corporations, use that. But again, that can be challenging. So number two, which I've also tried as a side hustle, is grocery shopping. I have worked for Shipt. And Shipt is a little known company. It's not as popular as Instacart, but essentially they do the same thing.
SpaghettiOs. You like SpaghettiOs? Yeah?
Because you could be in the same store with Instacart shoppers doing your Shipt shop. I did that. I used to do that quite frequently, but then I moved from the city. I was in Chicago, and then I moved to another city where Shipt isn't as popular. So you don't get too many opportunities to shop. But that is an option for making money. However, a lot of these people tell you you're going to make all this money, but what they don't tell you is the work that goes into making this money. Like, say, for instance, number 3, people say, get a YouTube channel. Now, I've been on YouTube for years now. I've had a channel for years now. But YouTube only works if you work it and if you know how to work it. Like, people say, oh, get a YouTube channel. These are the people making the videos who already have at least 100,000 subscribers telling you to get a YouTube channel. You can make so much money on YouTube.
You don't know him? You don't know him? You don't know? Look like the Yellow Pages.
But what they don't tell you is the road to getting monetized. The road to getting monetized can be quite challenging depending on what your content is. Let's just say you're reviewing reality shows. There are a lot of people out there reviewing reality shows. Unless your video hits as soon as the reality show ends, because you're new on YouTube, the algorithm may not pick your video up, and so people may not see your video.
Wrong road.
And unless you have a clickbaitable title, is baitable a word? Yeah, clickbaitable title, nobody's gonna see your video. Now, and then if you're not as consistent, and if you're not onto trends, people may not see your video. So therefore, the road to growing a YouTube channel and getting monetized might be quite challenging for a lot. It's all about the work and the effort you put in and the content that you're producing on YouTube, because some content gets more views than others. Like, if you're just talking about you, nobody really wants to know about you unless it's something very unique about you that actually has a title that draws people in.
No shade, no shade.
And also it's your thumbnail. Your thumbnail has to draw people in as well. That's how people first see you. So keep that in mind when deciding to start a YouTube channel as a side hustle, because that money's not going to come today or tomorrow. It's going to take a while because you have to get up to 3,000 watch hours and at least 500 subscribers to earn money. It used to be that you needed at least 1,000 subscribers to earn money, but now you need only 500 to start earning. But you still need those 3,000 watch hours. And I'm just telling you right now, I'm still waiting on 3,000 watch hours to come. And I'm getting there. I'm almost there. But, and then what? Once you get monetized, how much money will you really be making?
A good penny
On YouTube if you only have like 1,500 subscribers. Just a thought. So that takes me to the next side hustle that people suggest, Etsy. I've had an Etsy page for many years. Now, mind you, my Etsy page in the last year has been functioning much better, but let me just tell you, I make on average $7 a week on Etsy.
What?
So, but that's not to say that you can't make thousands and thousands like they say in all the videos. But let's just, like I saw a video the other day that says, just do wedding cards, wedding invitations, and you can make thousands. Look at this person. They make millions. Yeah, but that person probably got in early and they understand SEO. And that's the thing with Etsy. You have to understand SEO in order for your listings to be seen in the algorithm. It's all about algorithm, everybody. And if your listing isn't seen, then your products won't be bought. There are a lot of tools out there that will help you increase the chances or odds of your listings being seen. It'll help you improve your listings. There's one which I don't think I should mention because I'm not an affiliate of theirs, but I will. Marmalead. Marmalead is a site that will help you beef up your Etsy listings. And there's also another one, Everbee. Everbee is one of those as well. But you have to pay for those sites. Those aren't free. So it's like, okay, so you have this Etsy page and you have these products. You're already paying a listing fee. And then when you sell, when you sell an item, you're going to pay a fee. And then now you're paying for Marmalead or Everbee. So you must make sure that it makes sense. It makes dollars. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing.
So that's Etsy. And another side hustle that I've tried is dog sitting. Now, I used to have dogs come to my house until I moved. Now I go to dogs' houses or either cat homes and I do cat check-ins or dog sitting. Now, if you like sleeping at other people's beds, cool. That works for you if you don't want them coming to your home. But I will tell you, at one point, I used to have at least 5 dogs in my house at a rate of between $30 and $35 a night. So multiply that by 5, and if they're there for a week, multiply that, and then take a 20% cut of whatever the site you're using. I use Rover.com. So just know that is an option for making extra money, but it's not a passive option. It requires a little bit of work. You are gonna have to feed the dogs, walk the dogs, clean up the dog's poop, and do it all over again like 2 or 3 times a day. If you're down for that, cool. And God forbid you live in a cold city like I used to. So who really wants to be out in below 0 temperatures walking a dog? Well, some people might. It's fine. If that's what you choose, that is a good option for a side hustle. But another option that they say is Airbnb or VRBO. That requires a lot of work and a lot of investments. You have to get the property, which I sell actually a letter to send out to leasing companies to ask them to lease, their units if you don't own a property. Because, a lot of people actually go out and buy property specifically for Airbnb. But that's not actually the smartest way. But I could do a video on that. It's not the smartest way. The smart way is probably to lease a unit and then sublease that on Airbnb or VRBO. Now, that's a little bit risky, but buying a house is a lot riskier. and might not give, and you won't get the ROI as quickly as you would if you're just leasing an apartment or leasing a home. But that's a whole nother story.
That is my hobby. This pays the bills.
But again, Airbnb and VRBO takes a lot of investment because you have to acquire the property, then you have to furnish the property, then you have to photograph the property, then you have to list the property. And if you're down for that, do it. But here's the other thing. Everybody's doing it. It's oversaturated. Depending on which city you're in, it's oversaturated. And then some cities are totally getting rid of or banning Airbnb because it's cutting into the tourism and it's cutting into the money that they could be making from tourism.
Right.
It's cutting into hotels' money, so they're kind of banning that in many cities. I know Atlanta was shutting it down. I don't know where it is now. But keep in mind, when these people are online talking about you can make all this money, they're not giving you the steps. They're not telling you how. They're just reiterating something they saw in another video or something they saw on Penny Hoarder.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, here's another one. Speaking of Penny Hoarder, they say, you know, you could write articles for different vlogs and post them, and that'll make you like $50 to $300 a pop.
I win a Trump check.
Okay, I haven't tried that one. I will try that one, and when I try it and whatever my results are, I'll get back to you on that. There's another one. Oh, you can write books on Amazon and use the app BookBolt. I use BookBolt. I did that. I wrote several books on Amazon. It is easy to do. However, for Amazon. However, Amazon may or may not pick up your book. Why? Because they might send you a message saying, this content is too similar to other products that we already have. Why? Because it's a generic BookBolt book, a story. So keep that in mind when you see someone saying, try BookBolt. And there's also another one. I've sold a few. You can make your own workbooks or composition notebooks. I've done that. I sold a few, but not many. It works. But keep in mind, it's all about SEO, and it's all about getting in at the right time or whatever the market is. So do your consumer research when considering doing all of these side hustles that people are suggesting, because some of it is shim sham and flim flam, and some of it's just content for them, these people who probably haven't even tried some of these side hustles. So, drop it in the comments and tell me what you think and your experience with different side hustles. Like and subscribe.